We can't get this wrong. This journey in human consciousness, we can't get it wrong. We don't have to worry about another, waking up, or getting things right, coming out from religion, political parties, bad marriages, etc. All things, all experiences are for us. Sometimes we are the student and other times we are the teacher, but all things and all circumstances serve us. We still struggle with feeling that others need to believe like us. We still struggle with the need to feel better. More alive, more awakened than another. That's just the ego. It's still doing its job to self-protect and have the human feel special. We are beginning to understand this. We are in a great cycle of time, longer than our present measurements of seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, decades, centuries, and millennia. We are in the midst of a giant cycle that lasts approximately 24,000 years where we're moving through each sign of the zodiac, each lasting roughly 2,000 years or so. During each 2,000 years we come under the influence of the particular sign's constellation and the lessons and energy that it offers. The Bible is an astronomical book too, recording the events up until the end of the age of Taurus, the destruction of the golden calf, the age of Aries, the ram caught in the thicket and sacrificed, and Pisces with its many references of fish. The New Testament also points to the age of Aquarius when Jesus was asked what should the disciples do to celebrate the Passover meal. He told them to look for the man bearing the pitcher of water, the sign of Aquarius. It is important to note the meaning of the Passover is so that the firstborn does not have to die. The firstborn is your physical, mortal self. So we may expect something spectacular in the age of Aquarius, bringing an end to mortality where death is swallowed up of life. Also of note is that during the Passover in the Old Testament, they had to slay a lamb and put the blood on the threshold of their doors. The blood of the lamb slain is symbolic of divinity, as it surrendered its immortal status, willingly becoming a mortal human to partner with us in this ever-unfolding drama. This divinely imbued human surrenders to union with its co-partner, divinity within, to ultimately birth the Christ. This surrender to union is encapsulated within the metaphor of the blood on the doorposts, referencing the shed blood of the virginal hymen as it likewise sheds its blood upon penetration, putting blood on the birth portal, vagina. As above so below. So there is another huge axiom here. There is another symbol of this union between the human and the divine. Our very mortal solar system and sun is in a lover's elliptical orbit that traverses around another star/system that takes approximately, you guessed it, 24,000 years. Our sun has a lover. And indeed, our solar system may be in a gravitational relationship with many stars and/or constellations. Our sun is feminine in nature and its dual or binary is masculine, possibly the star Sirius. Right now our sun with our solar system in tow is making a journey to reunite with its partner. Our sun sees to our physical needs, but the possible binary partner of Sirius sees to our spiritual life. The closer we traverse to Sirius, the more enlightened we become. During this 24,000-year cycle we jump in and out of many bodies, accruing many experiences necessary for us to become adept at duality or judging between good and evil. This is how we learn to create and to distribute emotional currency, the stuff of the highly creative God-men, or Emmanuel. Because this ellipsis is a cycle, we experience a drawing together and a pulling apart, intercourse. During the pulling apart, we experience a dumbing down, so to speak, as we travel further and further away from our dual star and its influence. We become base human, which culminates at the depth of the dark ages where the human lifespan is around 23 years and spiritual understanding is dim. Conversely, the drawing together part of the cycle is where we are today. We are becoming more and more enlightened every day. Lifetimes increase and the epic will culminate at immortality. We have been penetrated by the divine spark and are even now growing Christ. We have not been left as orphans and we will give birth to the God-man just as in our pattern. Religion can't stop this. Nothing can stop us from becoming who and what has been planted within us. If an apple seed is planted, we will not grow an oak tree. If Christ has been deposited within us, we must grow Christ, that is a being that is both divinity and human. We can't get this stuff wrong.